If authors covered novels the way musicians cover songs, which covered novel would you be most excited to read? Isaac Asimov covering Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, or vice versa. Douglas Adams covering Foundation. Ayn Rand's The Giving Tree. George Orwell, Atlas Shrugged. Edgar Allan Poe's Captain Underpants. Oh, you need to get some of these big-name authors on board to do these for charity. Lord of the Flies by Roald Dahl. Dr. Seuss, The Art of War. H.P. Lovecraft presents Jurassic Park. A Song of Mice and Fire by Brian Jacques. George R. R. Martin's lengthy descriptions of Hogwarts feasts. For pure ridiculousness, I'd kill to see how Jane Austen would tackle something like 50 Shades of Grey. Tao Te Ching, George Carlin, knowing who is a fucking moron is intelligence. Knowing that you aren't a fucking moron is true wisdom. Those who know how life works do not speak. Those who speak are often cornhole-eating mouth-breathers that deserve to be tossed into a volcano. A man with outward courage dares to die like a fucking idiot. A man with inner courage dares to live and watch that arrogant asshole get blown to smithereens. The wise man is one who knows that he still has to wipe his own ass like everyone else. Catcher in the Rye by Hunter S. Thompson. Thomas Pynchon presents Eat, Pray, Love Asterisk. Hemingway covering Paris Hilton's Confession of an Heiress. Tom Clancy writes Lord of the Flies. Stephen King, Twilight. Dante's Inferno by Stephen King. Terry Pratchett's Harry Potter Rip Terry. 50 Shades of Grey by Drive, Seuss. The Shining, Dr. Seuss. Little House on the Prairie by William Faulkner. Kurt Vonnegut's cover of A Song of Ice and Fire. So it goes, so it goes, so it goes, so it goes. Here is a drawing of an asshole. Joffrey.jpg. Kafka covers the Animorphs series. The Notebook by Milan Kundera. Jesus Christ, stop. Thank you so much for this. On the Road by Aldous Huxley. Romeo and Juliet by Lemony Snicket. Asterisk, dear viewer, asterisk, asterisk, if you entered this play with the hopes of seeing a light comedy, you would be better off searching elsewhere. This story may begin like a light comedy, when Romeo and Juliet meet and dance at Masquerade Ball. But don't be mistaken. If you know anything about the Montagues and Capulets, then you will know that no friendship between them will last asterisk, asterisk. In fact, within these scenes, the couple must deal with the horrors of murderous in-laws, poisonous drinks, poetry, and mail arriving late asterisk, asterisk. I'm bound to tell the story of these tragic events, but you are free to exit this theater and go to A Midsummer Night's Dream next week, asterisk. Asterisk, with all due respect, asterisk, Lemony Snicket. Howard Phillips Lovecraft presents The Queer Case of One Harold Potter. The book is 220 pages long and ends with Harry seeing Voldemort on the back of that guy's head, taking a gun from Hagrid, and blowing his own brains out. Sylvia Plath's Perks of Being a Wallflower. Ray Bradbury on the Hunger Games trilogy. Green Eggs and Ham by Karl Marx. Clive Barker covering The Ender's Game with his own fantasy elements and deep elaborations thrown in. Douglas Adams 1984. Chuck Palahniuk's The Princess Bride. The Great Gatsby written by Virginia Woolf. Terry Pratchett's A Game of Thrones book series. Till I only know like 5 different authors and one of them is Dr. Seuss. I feel like Chuck Palahniuk could cover the hell out of Moby Dick for some reason. Dr. Seuss on the Communist Manifesto. Henry Miller covering Dangerous Liaisons. Siddhartha by Hunter S. Thompson. Stephen King's rendition of Harry Potter. R. L. Stein's The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Umberto Eco's version of The Club du Mât. Roald Dahl covering Animal Farm by George Orwell. There is actually a project like this happening with Shakespeare right now. https mobile.ny.times/2016/10/02/theatre/oregon-shakespeare-festival-play-on.html. Refer equals https mobile.nytimes.com path:/21/theatre/american-shakespeare-center-to-commission-30-modern-riffs.html. Refer equals https www.google.ca/ GRRM's version of the last season of Game of Thrones. The Hobbit by Charles Bukowski. The Art of the Deal by Vladimir Putin. Douglas Adams' Slaughterhouse-Five. Tolkien's The Bible. Terry Pratchett writing a Jack Reacher novel. I'd be interested to read Voltaire's take on the Gilded Age. Lord of the Rings by Cormac McCarthy. High fantasy violence and beautiful descriptions of Middle-earth. Kurt Vonnegut covering War of the Worlds. Hunter S. Thompson's Heart of Darkness. Percy Jackson and the Olympians by China Miéville. Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events That Led to the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire * by the late Edward Gibbons *. Stephen King covering House of Leaves. If we can include comic book authors and cartoonists, perhaps Hirohiko Araki to take on Calvin and Hobbes. My vote goes to Dostoevsky's take on Pride and Prejudice. Setting that novel in his Russia should be pure gold. A bit childish, but the monster at the end of this book by H.P. Lovecraft. The Maze Runner series by Philip Pullman. Pullman wrote his Dark Materials, a story about kids with actual adult themes. They even fucking kill God in it. If anyone could take the somewhat interesting premise that started The Maze Runner and actually turn it into something good, it would be him. Mark Z. Daniel S. Keyes' take on The Cat in the Hat. The novel begins with a passage which seems, at times, overly detached from the whimsical horror of the anthropomorphized feline. The sun did not shine, Carrot 1. It was too wet to play. So we sat in the house all that cold, wet day. I sat there with Sally, squared. We sat there, we two. And I said, how I wish we had something to do. Too wet to go out and too cold to play ball. So we sat in the house. We did nothing at all. So all we could do was to sit, sit, and we did. Little, not one bit. Like not it. And then something went bump. How that bump made us jump. We looked. Then we saw him step in on the mat. We looked. And we saw him. Tilde tilde the Cat in the Hat. Tilde tilde cubed. It is only now we are introduced to the titular horror. While many say this book's events are purely fantastical, there has been quite the debate among some scholars due to claw marks on Sally in the house which would otherwise have been impossible. Regardless, it is apparent that Seuss has produced a work of literature which hasn't quite been seen before, evoking a primal horror of the unknown and the present. Footnotes 1. The fixation Seuss has on the sun, and the lack thereof, resembles that of many creation myths, particularly those originating in the cultures of the indigenous American Indians. However, this subject has already been addressed at length in other works which would be better explored by the reader and then gone into here. Of particular note to Dr. Seuss and the prototypical sun myth, an exploration by S. T. Morganson, and overcoming darkness through whimsy in the earlier works of Seuss by the aforementioned Morganson and Margaret Nielsen. 2. As a reader of this book, I assume you have delved into the more readily available materials on the whole fiasco. Sally's interview with Vogue Carrot 4 is particularly easy to find and one of the more telling. The horror and separation she displays are quite real. Other interviews she has done before and after the events with the Cat in the Hat stress the difficulty her and Seuss were having in their marriage, suggesting to some scholars that the entire ordeal was merely an allegory for the struggles of modern marriage and separation anxiety. The mastery with which Seuss weaves her documented quotes with more fantastical meter must truly be noted here, though of course that is more subjective than the subject matter of this document would require. 3. See so ob asterisk asterisk asterisk, I asterisk asterisk asterisk, p asterisk asterisk asterisk, hui p asterisk asterisk asterisk, osso backquote on, o sud, asterisk 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 cui puestiux, so, asterisk ssum. Budidi pupios buios, s asterisk 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 uo, ns, asterisk, muo asterisk 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 hendes noqns. uqs tilde tilde h, e tilde tilde carrot 5-4. You know the drill. There was never a fucking Vogue interview with Sally, whoever the hell that is. This old loon seems to have made all of this bullshit up. There was never a book about a cat wearing a goddamned hat. I swear it makes my spine crazy though, and my cat has been looking at me strange though. I even called Vogue to confirm all of the Sallys they had interviewed. Watched too many stuck-up ladies talking about their new lines of handbags, and none of them so much as even mentioned cats. 5. This part is covered in blood or coffee. I was drinking some coffee with a girl last week after work. Can't even think of doing so anymore. The bitter taste makes me think of weird clawed beasts with overly fancy headgear creeping at the side of my sight. When I brought her home she said I was tossing and turning in my sleep. Scared her right the fuck off, which my mumblings about disembowelment by beret-adorned panthers or some shit Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.